Today we're going to be talking about the most played version of Minecraft out there. And well, no, it's not the Java edition of the game, and well, actually, it's not even the incredibly successful Minecraft Bedrock edition that's on console and PCs. Today, we will be talking about Minecraft Pocket Edition, a version of Minecraft that has sold a combined 133 million copies of the game across iOS and Android, and regularly accounts for over $100 million annually in revenue for the game. You'd think that Minecraft Pocket Edition would be boasting a stellar gameplay experience considering how much revenue and sales it brings in every year, but it's quite the opposite. The Minecraft Pocket Edition gameplay experience is one that brings fear into my heart when I have to think about playing the increasingly complex game of Minecraft on a bare bones and outdated mobile control system. Before we jump any further into things, if you think I'm making this video as a PC enthusiast, sitting on my high horse and hating on mobile games, well, that couldn't be further from the truth. See, I started my career as a YouTuber years and years ago playing mobile games, particularly competitive shooter mobile games like Fortnite Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile, and I still regularly and actively upload content to my mobile main channel, Ducky the Gamer. I've spent the last few years putting in thousands of hours into dozens of different mobile games, reaching some of the top ranks in the world while doing so. So I think I'm slightly qualified when it comes to speaking on mobile games. When I started my first solo Let's Play here on the channel, I planned on doing it all on Minecraft Pocket Edition. Why, you might ask? Well, up to this point, the last time I had really put time into Minecraft Java Edition was years ago when I was maybe 13 or 14 years old. And I thought it'd be really fun to start something new on the platform that I was already very familiar with, that being mobile. That was until I actually started playing, and I quickly realized that Minecraft Pocket Edition had some of the most ancient and unusable controls I had ever had the displeasure of using. Let me explain. In virtually every mobile game on the market, the developers of the game give the players the ability to customize their controls and almost every aspect of their gameplay to suit their needs. If a player just wants a more comfortable way to press the jump button, well, they can do that. Or if a player wants to try to become a mechanical god and use up to 8 fingers at once on their controls and buttons, well, they can also do that. Giving players the ability to adjust their controls has become such a basic and rudimentary feature on other mobile games that I was shocked to learn that Minecraft Pocket Edition had never implemented this simple feature, and yet it didn't seem to hurt the success of the game at all. I have to give credit where credit is due, and as far as mobile games go, Minecraft Pocket Edition is pretty standard in most areas and cutting edge in others. They have a robust shared marketplace system with the Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and Windows versions of the game, albeit at a small price. And they also give users the native ability to add custom server IPs to their game and play on servers that no other edition of Bedrock can do so without installing third-party applications. This is a little shout out, but if you're a Pocket Edition or Bedrock player looking for a new server to play on, my server The Potomacy has a new SMP realm that just launched, as well as a Skyblock realm that are both online 24/7. Okay, sorry about that. Continuing on, the setting menus are also pretty up to date when it comes to visual and graphical options, giving users the ability to change their FOV, render distance, and small details like clouds to further help cater the gameplay so that it fits the individual needs of each player. And where Minecraft Pocket Edition has always really impressed me is with the mods you can install on your phone. Yes, you heard me right, mods. Gone are the days where Java is the only platform where you can easily install mods to truly enhance and customize your gameplay. Through the use of MCPE mod packs, you're able to add some quite fun and crazy mods to alter the gameplay experience. There's also a pretty big modding community out there on YouTube for the game, with tons of tutorials to help you get started on both iOS and Android with installing these mods. It's crazy that the only platform of Bedrock that gives you the ability to install custom community-made mods is also the same exact platform that after 12 years does not allow you to customize your controls. I do have to mention that just a few months ago that Minecraft Pocket Edition received a rather major update to the control options it gives its players. Minecraft now gives players the option to use a circular joystick to control your movement rather than the clunky 8-way control configuration it previously had, and this new setting also adds a few more individualized buttons to the player screens. Buttons like jump, crouch, attack, and sprint are the main ones. But sadly, the one thing that Minecraft didn't add was the ability for the position, size, or opacity of these buttons to be changed in the slightest. I need to correct myself here. They did add the ability for the opacity of just the joystick to be changed, which doesn't really matter because 90% of the time your thumb is over it anyways. And they do give the option to change the size of the buttons, but it's all of the buttons at once, and you can't change the individual size of different buttons depending on your preference. So it's some customization, but not nearly close to industry standard. Adding the ability to change these 3 simple characteristics of a button is all I ask of the Mojang development team. It's like Minecraft got to the 99th meter of a 100-meter race and decided to quit for some reason. They added the one thing that all Minecraft Pocket Edition players have been begging for almost the lifespan of the game: updated controls, but they forgot to add a customizable heads-up display. After years spent playing mobile games and making content on them, the one thing that's always stuck out to me is just how different the gameplay experience can be from player to player. On one end of the spectrum, you have a mobile gamer who's using a low-end Android device because, well, that's really all they can afford to use. So they alter the graphics and the performance of the game so that while it might not be great, it still gives them a fighting chance against other players. And at the other end of the spectrum, you have mobile gamers using top-of-the-line phones or tablets to where they can take full advantage of the maximum performance that the game offers. However, there is one thing that almost always levels the playing field, and that's the customization of the controls. The low-end player can be at a disadvantage because of their phone or tablet, but they can make up for that disadvantage by customizing their controls to where they're able to outskill anyone they run across. Now listen, I know Minecraft Pocket Edition isn't a competitive first-person shooter on mobile, but it doesn't need to be to have customizable controls. If you're thinking to yourself that with more buttons and customization that the screen would get too cluttered, well, I'd have to argue against that. This was my Fortnite mobile heads-up display with almost 20 buttons on the screen, but I was still able to position them in a manner to where I was able to fight against and oftentimes beat console and PC Fortnite players, all while playing on an iPad. So no, I don't think that adding customization would make the screen too cluttered. If anything, I think there is a ton of screen real estate at the moment that isn't being used and would be very helpful to let the players decide on how their button layout functions with their device type and screen size. I can't help but think of the millions of players who have wanted to increase their skill and their mechanical ability on Minecraft Pocket Edition, but have been limited by just how restricted the controls are. And let's completely throw aside mechanics and just focus on people being able to comfortably enjoy Minecraft Pocket Edition, as I know with the current layout that my hands get cramped and fatigued after a very short time because of the unoptimized layout on smartphones and tablets. With the current state of controls, I'm shocked that there are players out there who've been able to work against the odds and have become amazingly skilled at Minecraft Pocket Edition, but I also can't help to think of just how many more incredibly skilled, talented, and devoted Minecraft Pocket Edition players there would be out there if people were able to do something as small as customize the controls. Additionally, I'm pretty surprised players have reached the skill level they have with only these 4 to 5 buttons on screen. Adding additional buttons like toggle perspective, the ability to drop one atom at a time rather than dropping an entire stack at a time, and the ability to have multiple layouts would make the control system even greater with the added customization. Think of all the different play styles of Minecraft players out there. You have the creative builders who are able to make some stunning creations in Minecraft. You have the survival warriors who are able to last thousands of days in just one world, and the PvP grinders who are able to land some crazy combos against other players. Each one of these playstyles deserves their own unique HUD, as each playstyle requires very different buttons and layouts to perform the tasks at hand in an efficient manner. And multiple heads-up displays is an industry standard nowadays in mobile gaming, if I might add. I've made this video today out of love and frustration. Love for the mobile platform, what it has done for me in my career and how much enjoyment I still get out of it, and frustration for the fact that such a simple but revolutionary addition like customizable controls still isn't a part of one of the biggest mobile titles in the world. There have been some leaks as of recent that allude to the developers already working on adding customizable buttons to the game, but unfortunately, the last bit of information we have to go on is almost 6 months old at this point. But more importantly than leaks, there's been a big community presence around getting this feature added to the game. I hope one day, and one day soon, Mojang realizes how adding such a simple feature could change Minecraft Pocket Edition forever, and that we might be able to get the ability to customize our controls so that I can finally make episode 2 of that Let's Play I started years ago.